Good morning, students. Today, let us proceed our formation of images by convex lens. Yesterday, we have completed 3 and rest just see here. Fourth one is when object lies between f1 and 2f1. So students, first of all, you draw the straight line, that is principal axis. Make your convex lens. Join the two end points of the lens. It is very important. Show the optical center. Object is in between f1 and 2f1. See here, f1, 2f1. Again I am reminding you, students, please be careful. Whatever distance you are taking from optical center to f2, same distance you will take from optical center to f1. And whatever distance is optical center to f1, same distance will be f1 to 2f1. And here also f2 to 2f2 respectively. Object we have kept between 2f1 and f1. First rule is applied parallel to a ray parallel to the principal axis after refraction. Refraction always must be from this midpoint. Don't show the refraction like this. Suppose this is a lens and you are showing principal axis. Now a ray of light here, it is no refraction should be from this part or this part, it will be wrong. So refraction should always from the midline. Passes through focus. Third rule I have shown you, a ray of light just passing through optical center. Second rule you can apply over here, you can get it. So you see the two refracted rays directly meet at a point. If they directly meet at a point, the nature of image is real and see the image is inverted, opposite of that object. Arrow is going upwards, arrow is going downwards. What is the position between, beyond 2f2, just beyond 2f2 position of image. What is the size? See, object is of this size, image is of this size, bigger than object. Where it is used? It is used in projector and objectives of microscope. So next case, let us see, that is case 5. When object is at the focus, again you have drawn the lens, join this line, the two end point, that is aperture. Object, keep the object at focus. Apply the first rule, a ray parallel to principal axis after refraction passes through focus. Here there is no way that you can apply the second rule. So third rule is applicable, that it passes through optical center, it passes and after refraction undeviated. It will go at infinity, it will meet at infinity. So what is the characteristics? These two rays meet infinity directly, the two refracted rays. So nature will be real and inverted, position at infinity, size highly magnified, highly enlarged. Where it is used as searchlight or spotlight. Here we are using. Next to come of our next case. Case 6, when object lies between f1 and optical center. Again you have drawn the lens. We are keeping the object between optical center and focus. See, this is object. Apply the first rule. First rule, parallel to principal axis after refraction passes through focus. Apply the third rule. It passes through optical center. After refraction it passes undeviated. Now here it will not meet at this directly, because you see both the rays distances are increasing. So here it appears to meet. How will you show this? So extend the one of the refracted ray straight line and then another of the refracted ray straight line, and you see both the line is meeting at one point. This is the image formation. It is the image. So what is the characteristics? nature here, it appears to meet, it seems to meet. So I have shown you dash dash line. It is imaginary line. So it is virtual. And virtual is always erect. Position, it is same side of that object. Size, it is magnified. So what is the uses? It is used in spectacles as well as magnifying glasses. Okay.